Okie dokie. Good morning, bike fans. Come join me for a morning ride by the river. So there's two goals today. Two goals. First is basically try this new iPhone 360 and pair it up with an iPhone wireless mic. I want to see how it works, if the iPhone 360 camera is actually good compared to the other 360 cameras. I'm on the cycle trail by the Manawatu River, close to my place. So that's the first goal, is to try the camera and the wireless microphone from iPhone. Also, the second goal is basically check out the jumps along this trail. There's a few dirt jumps. I want to visit the dirt jump park at the end of this trail, and another dirt jump on that end. So that's the goal today, is to check out the camera and check out the bike jumps. It's a cruisy day today. It's nice and sunny. It's sunny today. It's been a while since the sun came out. Generally, it's nice and wet and cold, but today is, as you can see, it's like super sunny. Yeah. Also, I need to get fit. I went for a bike ride on the weekend. I didn't even bother pedaling up. I just walked the fire road. If you've been to Arapuke, you cross the bridge, you turn left on the fire road instead of going straight, because that takes you to pretty much above the car park. And I just walked and I'm buggered. Like, I'm so unfit. And especially if you're getting old. You know, in my case, I've got kids, family. I don't have much time. And having two girls that's super active is really super demanding. So today, I suppose that's another goal, is to get as much riding now that the kids are back at school. I get my fitness level up, because I can't pedal. I'm so unfit. I just generally ride now if I know there's a shuttle coming up. And they generally have a shuttle, I think once or twice a month. So I keep an eye on that one, because I can't be bothered pedaling up. I don't have any e-bike. I can't afford an e-bike. It's too expensive. Especially because I used to work in a bike shop, so I kind of know, how much it is if you buy it straight from the distributor. And I can't justify paying that much. Not when I don't have a full-time gig. So yeah, it's too expensive. Now, it'll be a different story if I work in a bike shop, because I know what I'm paying. I know that's not a lot of markup, but it's still cheaper if you buy it straight from the distributor if you're working in a bike shop. Yeah, and plus, if I want to get a bike, I think I want to get the bike that I really want. And the bike I really want is like super expensive. So we'll see what happens. Apologies if I'm catching my breath. It's a good day today for a walk. Heaps of people, the dogs. Morning. Morning. Yeah, so we're gonna go at the very end, both ends. So it'll be good. Morning. So it should be a good ride. I'm on my fixie today. It's a Kona. I love Konas. My first bike was a Kona. My first bike was an FSR Specialized, and then one of my friends that I used to work in Pack and Pedal, and they had a good sale on Kona bikes. So I bought one of these ones. It's the Kona Paddy Wagon. Flip-flop means I can use a single speed, or I have the option to use it as a fixie. I haven't been using the fixie because I don't have the leg power to bloody stop it. Yeah, so for those who don't know what fixie is, fixie means you can only pedal one way, which is going forward. You don't have any brakes, and the way you stop it is you kind of back pedal. And when you back pedal, you have to put a lot of force into it so that you stop the rear wheel spinning. I used to do it in Auckland, because I used to ride fixie in Auckland. Not a good place, because it's hilly, but it trains your leg to be stronger. So the Palmerston North is, I guess it's a good spot to go fixie riding, because it's so flat. Oh shit, I'm catching my breath. But yeah, so we're kind of like halfway in, I think. Halfway, yeah. Morning, boss. So you can actually bike to work, because they have a good biking system, which is a plus for Palmy. There's a few golf course going down. Yeah, boy. Yes. Yeah. This side is the city. That side is the river, and basically farms. That's heading out to Woodville. So if you're going this way, you're going freaking Ashurst and Woodville. Auckland is that way. Wellington is that way. Yeah. So I'm kind of like in the middle of the lower North Island. Kind of under 2 hours away from Wellington. Maybe an hour and a half to Taranaki or near Plymouth. A couple hours to Ruapau. 3 hours to Taupo. 5 hours to Rotorua. So the closest bike place for me is Wellington. I got a few friends from Wellington and they're spoiled with parks, mountain bike parks. Everything is close. You got Mount Vic, you got Pole Hill. What else is there? There's a bunch of like bike parks in there and it's so accessible. Fuck, I wish they have that in Palmy. The only place here is Arapuke, which I think, or realistically, it's actually an e-bike mountain. Or if you're super fit. Unfortunately, I'm not. Palmy is a good family-friendly town. There's not much to do, unfortunately. Morning, folks. If you want to do something like city stuff, you're gonna have to go to Wellington. And that's what I do with my two girls is when they want that city life, museums, shopping, beach, then Wellington's probably the place to be. Close to a city in Palmy that offers city life and city activities, especially with my kids. My kids grew up in Auckland, so they're kind of asking for those things. And sometimes it's kind of good for me and the kids and Leanne to go to Wellington just to break that monotony of Palmerston North. But you know, it's quiet life, not too expensive. Traffic, there's no traffic, and if it's traffic, city's not that far. Like our house, which is in the city fringe of Palmy, which takes us like less than 5 minutes, and that's a traffic one. Morning.
Morning.
Now I think they put a new jump. I've done this before, but that was ages ago. The guy that started this jump park or dirt jump is now living in Queenstown. Oh, nice. They tidied the whole thing up. That's sick. That's awesome. Oh wow. Yeah. So that's cool. So for those who wants to learn, like my Palmy Filipino friends, Palmy and Levin, this is a good place to practice your skills in jumping. Obviously, there's like an advanced or pro, but there is a intermediate, which I think most of you guys can do. But just if you're comfortable on jumping, then they should be sweet. Let's see where I can park this bike. Yeah, yes. So that's the corner. Paddy wagon, my city bike, trusted and tested. Yeah, so this is the new one. I think they just put this up. I saw one of the locals, Mackenzie, young girl, had a go at it, and I think you can see it on New Zealand Crashes. She tried this and basically smacked onto that landing. But what I was thinking is if you put a landing on that side, and that should carry on to the intermediate. I think that's the intermediate, this is the pro line, or the advanced line. So they think from memory, this jump used to be here and they moved it back, which is still doable. It's kind of lofty lip. It's not as steep, but it is a lofty jump. Steep land, oh no, not steep landing, but it's good landing. Yeah, wide, that's pretty good. And then you've got this one. So this is kind of like a good project. Oh, they tidied the whole thing up, which is sick. Yeah. That's sick. Hopefully the audio and the footages in this iPhone camera is pretty good. 360 they say, but we'll see once we edit it. And this is the hip. That's pretty good. And then you got to step up there, step up there. Yeah, so you've got an option to do the hip, big hip. People are casing it. And you've got this option, which is like a fly off to that one. It's a trick jump, which is really good. And then we'll go to the, man, I'm coming back here actually. I'm gonna do this. Here is your intermediate. Not a lot of doing it, not a lot of people doing it, but for my Filipino friends, if you guys wanna come and have a dig day, we can tidy this intermediate line. So you got 2 jumps, maybe a hip on that one. You can use that lip and just do a hip. It's got a double or gap, but it's doable. This one, yeah, this is probably what? Let's have a look. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 feet on the sweet spot. So it's not bad, not bad, not bad. But it does need a good tidy up and a bit of slapping. This one, I think I counted this one last time, it's like over 20. So from sweet spot, let's say here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
20. Yeah, 20 feet. 20 feet. And the other one, 1, 2, 3, 4,
6, 7, 8, 9,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's about 35 feet, yo. No wonder Mackenzie cased it. You need a lot of speed to clear this. But yeah, boys and girls, that's for the pro. That's for the advanced. And you can see you got two options at the top or at the back. You got that right hip, and then you got that fly or a step down on that one. Yeah, you got right hip and then a step down on that one. I think that's more of me, that side, but I wouldn't mind trying that one. Sure. And there's more at the back. Yeah, let's have a look. So to step up, step up, step up. That one needs a good tidy up. This one's a good trick jump. People are casing it. They have a wooden ramp from ages ago, but yeah, steep. You got that landing there, but I think this is the run-in. Yeah, that's a run-in. For those army boys or live-in boys who wants to practice their jump skills, it's a place to be. Or we can go to the other one, which I'm going anyway. This is a little bit, the other side is a little bit mellow than this one. But I reckon that intermediate line is for us Filipino bikers. This is, I have to I don't know if you guys can do it, but I'm gonna have to work this out again because they've changed it for better and bigger, which is really good. But this is a good summer spot. Hey, look. Yeah, definitely a good summer spot. It's not too bad today because it's not too wet. But yeah, definitely this side here, I'm committed. Yeah, boy, I can do this. This is the dirt jump park, the proper one. We'll go to the skills park. There's another one on the other end of the river, which is skills park. That's where I take my girls for bike rides. Yeah, I reckon, yeah, I'm definitely coming back here and have a go at this one. It's gonna be sick. Props to the guys who's been building it, guys and girls. I think Jonty used to manage this and his friends. And then when he did the circuit, the downhill circuit, some of the other groms jumped in and tried to maintain it. Yeah, I might actually come back and work on that one. And then I want to do this. Yeah, this line here, you can actually do you can just hip it. But yeah, definitely. Oh, well done. Mackenzie and team, good job. It's so tidy now. Last time I was there, it was like all crap and Oh, nice. Can't wait. Next free time, might work on that one. Right. So we'll go on the other end and we'll see what the skill park is. I'm gonna check my phone. I think my wife's been texting me. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but the river is not too bad, low. The last time it rained non-stop, the water on the river overflowed to this bike lane. So that was so much, and the council had to do a big cleanup. So straight ahead, at the end of this cycle lane is the main highway or the state highway. And from that state highway to my house is like 5 minutes drive, so it's not that far. So normally this is where I come from when I go riding. But since we parked on Albert Street, which is closer to the bike skills park, it's easier. So there's kind of like 3 different spots, main ones. So we've got that dirt jump, skills park, and there's an odd pump track, which is like a snaky line. Tommy, there's like the bike parks. We'll go in the bush, skip this one. There's like the bike parks or, you know, within the city, it's all spread out. They don't have like a centralized kind of spot where you can go biking. You know, it's not like, you know, some places where you have one spot of pump track, skills park, dirt jumps. Actually, we'll go to the river and I wonder if I can do that. Bear with me. I'll see if I can go down here. Well, doable. Show you where the river is. So at the moment, it is pretty flat and mellow. Yeah, oopsie, my drink. Yeah, so welcome to Manawatu River. You can actually go kayaking. You get dropped off at the main entrance and then get picked up at the end of this river. which is I think the farthest that I know of is Awapuni. And also the good thing about Palmy, there's a lot of like swimming holes that you can go. There's a swimming hole that I normally take the kids heading south, which is out Linton Way. I think they call it the Horseshoe Bend, which is basically water from the mountain meets up with Wanganui, not Wanganui, Manawatu River. And it basically just, boop, at the Horseshoe Bend, and they just join together. It's a good swimming hole. I can go kayaking in here, which is another activity that you can do. The good thing is I discovered as well that there's a bouldering gym in here, which is kind of good. It's something to do for me, going back to my climbing days and obviously climbing with my kids. I took them last Sunday, or not the Sunday gone, the Sunday before. They loved it. Mom did. Leanne loved it. Leanne and I used to go rock climbing up in Auckland. But since having the kids, our active outdoor lifestyle kind of slowed down a little bit. But, that's given because, once you have kids, life slows down. But now that they're a little bit older, it makes it a lot easier because I can now take them to stuff that we used to do, which is good. Last year, I took them first time skiing and snowboarding, and the girls loved it, which is so good. I can go do outdoor stuff with my kids now. Sophia's into her mountain bike stuff. Bella is okay. Bella's not really biggie on mountain bike. Hopefully she picks it up. Sophia does. She loves it to a point that she always asks me to take her, which kind of sucks because, again, access to the mountain for kids is not really super friendly unless if you go to the top of the bike park at the back and you go Linton Way, which is further drive. Good drive, but too far. It's not like Auckland where there's Woodhill, there's Muriwai that you can take your kids. There's Foxton, which is sand-based, which is good for winter. That's run by the Manawatu Bike Club, or Manawatu Mountain Bike Club, which recently just opened because from the last storm they had, sorry about my breathing, they had lots of trees came down and there was a big tidy up. Yeah, so I might take Sophia if we don't end up going to the mountains or Turoa this weekend. I'm definitely might take her to Foxton and get her go for a bike ride because she loves it. Morning. Oh, uphill on a single speed. Oh, what? Push up. Push down. Come on. There you go. Made it. There's a golf area. Yeah. I used to get this fog spot when I used to work for TAB doing camera work. I used to get this a lot. Well, when it's cold anyways. But it's kind of reminded me of that fog spot. But anyways, we're gonna head out to the skills and then I'll show you guys the snaky pump track. I'm not used to these magnet pedals anymore. Morning. Yeah, I did love it when it came out. I recently put it back on my enduro bike and then went for a ride in Wellington, but I'm not used to it. Plus, I'm on a mission where there's a few tricks that I want to learn before summer where you kind of need to take your pedals off. Yeah, there's a few tricks that I want to learn before summer and hopefully get my confidence back. Because since moving to Palmy, my biking slowed down the first 2-3 years and my confidence of like doing tricks kind of went to the toilet. So I'm kind of like retraining my brain again to kind of like handle of the fear. Not the fear of like doing the tricks, it's more like the fear of hurting myself because I don't know how it feels anymore, especially with the tricks that I want to do that I kind of want to learn in my bucket list, which I think it's too much asking for my age. I'm not young anymore and I don't bounce as quick. Morning. Yes, I don't bounce as quick as I used to. And there's two big tricks that I kind of want to learn, which is I used to do it, which is attack tuck no Honda, which is basically you jump in the air and you kind of put your handlebar on your hip, you lock it off and you let go. I saw that first trick and I wanted to do it is when I photographed Tim Hunter, which is basically an OG of Woodhill. He used to run the Woodhill Bike Park in Auckland. And I photographing for my school project, and that's the first time I saw a tuck no Honda. So Tim, you're the inspiration on this trick. I kind of want to learn again. And then a second trick is basically a sui. Sui is basically you jump in the air and you kind of pinch your knee onto your saddle and you let go of it and fully extend. So that's a sui. That's the second one. The third one is kind of easy, just a matter of like letting go. One hand, they call it T-bog, which is basically you jump, you grab your saddle, and if you want to steeze it out, you kind of lean back, and then you turn your bar, and you grab your saddle, like that. So that's the third one. And the biggest one, which I kind of want to do it on a foam pit. Unfortunately, they don't have it in Palmy, they have it in Auckland, is Superman. Superman, and that's basically just letting go, feet off the pedals, both feet, and you basically plank above your bike. And that's basically Superman. If you want to steeze it, you can get a Superman seat grab, which I doubt if I can do. That's kind of like wishful thinking. And I guess the last one is a backflip. I know a friend from Auckland that can do it on a BMX, and I don't know if he can do it on a mountain bike, but he's definitely got it. So I'm gonna maybe once I'm in Auckland, I'll get a session with him on that foam pit. And Carlo, yeah boy, show me some backflip tricks. Teach me, yeah. So I've got 4 tricks I wanna bag it in my lifetime, which is basically a tuck no Honda, a sui, T-bog, Superman, and a backflip. That's 5, sorry, that's now 4. Those are the 5 tricks in my bucket list that I want to do. So I'm hoping to nail it before the door of my lifetime closes on me. So we're in the Skills Park anymore. I'm just trying to kind of figure out where the entrance is because it's fully covered with leaves. Let's further down, I think. Oh, here. So this is where I take my kids. It's a good place. You got kids, this is a spot. You got tree climbing, you got rock climbing wall in that end. And then you've got lines in here, which is, yeah, so this is the Albert Street Skills Park. Skill Park, or Albert Street Mountain Bike Skills Park. Jesus Christ, tongue twister. Yeah, so you got advanced riders, it's just tabletops, online. You get intermediate, which is Sophia's favorite. And then you have beginner line. Yeah, so advanced, intermediate, beginner. And then the exit run is basically on this side. But yeah, you've got, you know, treehouse, flying fox, rock climbing wall in there. You got another one at the end. But we'll try this intermediate. Magnetize. Here we go. Oh, now that last jump, this is where I practice my no footer. I'm comfortable with my no footer now, so I think I'm ready to learn kind of Superman. And then this is the exit run. We'll go to the advanced one. You start off at the top. Yeah, there you go, top there. So first jump, table, then it's kind of like a step up-ish. That one, I think they resurfaced that one. Come down here, and there's a last one's a lippy one. So I think this is more of a trick. One of the Groms, he does a knack on this one, a knack, which is good. And I wish I'm young, eh? But anyway, so this is the Skills Park. And then here's the exit run. You can slap this one here, and then back to the exit run. Right, so that's the Skills Park, mountain bike skill park. Here's the flying fox basket. Kids love that one. Right, there's another flying fox in there. We'll go on the main cycling lane, and we'll go to the other park, which is just up the road. Yeah, so that area there, up on the hill, is what I call kind of like the Remoera Mission Bay area. I don't know what the name of that suburb is, but I think all the rich lives there, which is really good. Well, that's new. Yeah, hey, yeah, lots of people today. Well, not lots, but a few people running. There's up on that hill is the Palmerston North Observatory, which I think there's a telescope, obviously. It's an observatory. We haven't been there yet. We had a look, but it was closed and never went back. It's in Palmy anyway, so it's kind of local, so yeah. So there's a good mountain bike activities in Palmy and fly fishing, because obviously there's heaps of rivers and streams in Palmerston North, so there's a good fishing community, fly fishing, which I kind of want to photograph a fly fishing guy. Here's another kind of bike track for kids. It's kind of fun. Rollables. My only comment is I think they just need something more centralized, where it's a good mix of pump track, dirt jump, skills park, and I know a good spot. Morning, I kind of just want to, I don't know where to start or how to fund it, but if I had the funds or I had the backing, I want to do it. I already know a trail builder, which is a friend of mine. He's, oh my God, I'm breathing hard. Yeah, so like if I had the fund, I'll get one of my friends to kind of be the main trail builder, and he's got lots of experience. He's built in Europe, in Japan. Yeah, so his company I think is called Bear Track Trail Building or Bear Trail Building. It was named after his dog that passed away. But yeah, anyway, we're here in the pump track, which is the snaky line. It's maybe because there's a lot of people that cycles on this end, so this is kind of like an option for them. But this is kind of fucking useless for me, or for anyone who wants to, because I don't think it's used a lot. But yeah, you know, it's fun for the kids. I think it's designed for the kids and young kids to kind of get used to it. But I'd rather use the money and build something centralized where people can go riding rather than scattered all over the place. Yeah, so that's the end of it. We're gonna go back. The main riding spot is the Skills Park by Albert Street, or the very end of it, which is in the Roslyn area towards the end, which is the main dirt jump bike. And then here's here's another kind of flowy bike track for kids. I think it's designed for kids. I mean, my Sophia loves this and Bella when they were younger. Yeah, but that's only my opinion. Is I'd rather use the money, build a central bike park thing with a barbecue spots where people and families can enjoy. Yeah, I mean, there's a good one in Taupo. That's a good one for families in Taupo, which I always stop by before heading to Auckland. It's a good park. Just driving from Palmy to Auckland takes me 5 hours, 6 hours with kids, and I normally break it down to halfway to Taupo, scratch the itch of riding, and then head back to Auckland. Right, we're nearly at the end. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it wasn't too boring, and if you made it this far, cheers guys, and happy riding. See you.